Hey, good Sunday evening, everybody. Hey, Jim Bob, how you doing, buddy? Hey, John, how you doing? Remember to hit that like button. So, how's everybody doing? This has been like a fast weekend. Uh, Came and gone. Hi, wait, how you doing? So, uh, I totally forgot the. Hey, Ken, how you doing, buddy? Oh, Jim Bob, Jim Bob, Jim Bob. But hey, Rayo, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Didn't see you pop in there, but yeah, I forgot this weekend was the Taco Cat, uh, the polls down in Jackson, Ohio. I totally forgot about it. I thought about a month or two ago when I found out. I was thought about going down for the day, but like I said, I totally forgot about it. Ooh, Jim Bob. Yeehaw. If you guys don't know, they're a thing. So, have been for years. Maybe Jim Bob could be Taco Cat's doll. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. So, anyways, tractor pulling. Back to tractor pulling here. So, uh, went and helped brother today a little bit. And then after we got done doing that, uh, I made a coupler. Used his lathe to make a coupler for the 582 build. So we're going to be moving along with that. So yeah, just this weather we've been having the last few days. Shelly, thank you for stopping in, dear. I appreciate it. But yeah, this weather we've had this past week has just totally, totally blew my mind. Snow, warm weather, run around in t-shirt, back to cold weather. Maybe that's why I'm feeling so blah, you know. So, but yeah, can you guys hear me? Way over here, like 4 foot from me. There we go. Testes, testes. 1, 2, 3. All right. Hopefully now you guys can hear my lovely voice. You know, that deep sultry. You know, hey baby, how you doing? How you doing? So, anyways, uh, where was I at? I don't know. My mind is scattered today. I mean, it's like, whew. So, where's Daryl at? Daryl's always worried about me being in the bathroom before my live stream. He ain't even here yet. Maybe he's in the bathroom. Maybe I'll shoot him a message. Get off the pot. We're live. I think we will. Hang on there. I got him. I brought my phone today. Give me a second here. Let me find him here. Get off the. Okay, there we go. Let's see what kind of message we get back from that one. Like I said, he's always Mr. Briggs. Nah, he ain't no steak dinner. Hey, Justin. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Hey, Mr. Briggs. Tell him to shit or get off the pot. I just told him to get off the shitter. We're live. So, we'll see. It says he's active now, so we'll see if he responds and see if he comes in. So anyways, there, I got my revenge because like I said, every week he's always, telling me I'm in the bathroom or something like that. It ain't even time to go live yet, so where's the door? I don't know. I haven't sent him any messages today. I don't think so. Hey, Quick Wrench. You blew up your new truck yesterday. That's what you get for. That's what you get for buying one of them brand new pieces of crap. Stick with the old stuff. It's more reliable. So, but yeah, yesterday I had to run out to the garage and get some stuff because I was doing some things in the house. And I walked out in shorts and a t-shirt this morning, checked the weather, and it's like, 20 something degrees out. So what the heck's going on here, y'all? Wish this should make up its mind. Oh. Renegade loves being called a dork. Taco Cat, you can have all my cold weather. I'll give you my share plus. I'm over this cold weather. I actually sat down and watched a video today. And this guy, he's talking, oh, look, open the door. We finally got snow and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, it's great when you don't have to go out in it, Yeah, I would love seeing snow. I'd love seeing a foot of snow. If I'm looking out my window, my nice warm house or my nice warm shop, oh yeah, look at that pretty nice snow. Yeah. When we get that pretty nice snow, I get a phone call. Hey, get your ass in here. We need to clean sidewalks and stuff. So, yeah. This is 6'2". Yeah, I'm just messing with them. That's all, Quick Wrench. Every single one. It doesn't matter if it's Ford, Dodge, Chevy, Toyota, Nissan, whatever. Any of them, they all have their issues. They all have their quirks. New or old. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever's going on with them. Everybody likes to complain about. So. Yeah, Shelly, I bet you hate the cold. You live up in the big snow belt of Michigan up there. Next year is the year to buy a Ford or Chevy truck. A 5.3 with a hole in block, so I disagree. Yeah. Hey, Kane. Yeah, I know how to deal. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I've never seen a 5.3 LS or even a 6-liter LS with a hole in the block unless you abuse it. But anything's possible. I'm not debating it. So I've seen super strange things. Yeah. I won't be buying any kind of brand new truck for at least a couple years. I've got too much debt ratio. Yeah. Yes, Shelly. The UP is where the big snows go, but you're still up there north of me. You got the lakes on both sides of you, don't you? Try to get it returned under the lemon law. Doesn't the lemon law, don't you have to have it back to the dealership for the same issue like 4 or 5 times or something? Hey, Tommy, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Blame it on bad castings. Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, good luck with warranty on anything nowadays. We've got a 2025 Ram, 2500. It's got the airbag recall and some other recall. One's just a reprogram. The other one is a module change. They told me that the airbag recall for the module change is going to be at least 3 months, probably, or more, because they have to replace all the ones that are on the lot first, which they have 50 plus, and they're always getting new inventory. So they have to replace at least 50 plus, and they're only getting X amount of them at a time. And we will go on the list as soon as they get all the ones they have on the lot replaced. So, yeah. And I called 2 different dealerships, and it's the same thing both places. So, okay, Shelly. I thought being up there between the lakes, you get more lake effect. I'm right at the bottom of Lake Erie lake effect. We're right on the very edge, and so the winds and stuff have to be just right and all that for us to get big lake effect snow. It's been back 6 times since October. Yeah, but has it been back 6 times for the same thing or 6 different things? So, yeah. Hustler. I'm a hustler. Yumma, yumma. Okay. Yeah, 6 times doesn't mean anything. Yep, same there. Okay, Shy, I get you. So, but yeah, I'm supposed to be taking it in Tuesday for the reprogramming, which they just reflash the, I think it's the ECM or the PCM, one of them. I don't know. One of the modules. There's probably 50 modules on that thing. That's just a reflash. Takes about a half an hour if things go all right. But like I said, the dealerships are only getting X amount of them per dealership per round, and they issue must agree broken also engineer. There's your issue. Ball law takes effect. There you go. There's the answer. That's what I was thinking, something like that. Yeah, Hustlers do have nice zero turns, and I do like their Kawasaki, the they're 1000s, 900s and 1000s. I think it's the same engine. About an hour north of West Detroit. Okay. I think I'm about 6 hours from Detroit, so 5 or 6 hours. Coming soon, level 6 EU vehicle emission rules. You got something old, keep it. All right. It's a reflash on Dodge Ram module, or I guess a Ram. They're not Dodge Rams no more. They're Rams. It's a 2025 Ram 2500 heavy duty. It's a recall flash. I don't even remember what it is. I don't remember what module it is. I just know that because I called in for the airbag module replace, and they told me about the one that needs reflashed, and they said they can't do the modular replays because they don't have them. So yeah, they said about a half an hour. So now I just take it up, drop it off to the dealership, and they call me when it's done. I don't sit around and wait for it. I got too many other things to do. Waste time. They're kind of pissy about it. They were kind of pissy about it because we didn't buy the truck there. We bought it off another dealer. Wasn't even a Dodge dealer. It's actually a Ford dealer we bought it off of, but it's brand new. That Ford dealership bought it at auction as a hail damaged vehicle. So, but yeah, they were kind of seem a little pissy about even doing the work. So, hi, Lisa Ann. Oh, Lisa's having computer glitches again. Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting a new, either updated or a new computer at work. There's just a couple programs on it that they have to get the IT department from the programs involved because they need to make sure that they transfer over to the new computer. So like every 3 months, always update. Yeah. Yep. So get one with 2 hamsters. That would be nice, but this comes from our IT department, and I get what they give me. But I do know though the guy they sent down to do the updates, we're going to Windows 11. He was bitching about my Wi-Fi in my shop. I said, welcome to my world. I said, I've been bitching about it since they put it in. And he walked out in the shop and looked around. He goes, well, where are the heads at? The transceivers. I said, way up there. He says, why did they put them up there in them steel beams? He goes, ain't no wonder you can't get no signal. He goes, we'll get that taken care of here next week. So, yeah. Okay. Yes, they are. They quick wrench. The new cars can store lots and lots of stuff. Nate's probably fishing or camping. He got that pop-up camper. That's a sweet little ride. So him and the missus is probably enjoying the fishing and stuff, because I watched a couple of his short videos there where they're fishing. They're catching some pretty nice fish. Got a lot of puffer fish. Stay away from the gerbils. Yeah. Yes, quick wrench. They do store a lot more than what people think. New V8 without the BS on them. Yeah, it's about time they take all that crap off of them. And I just figured out something. We got a 2023 and a 2024. Or no, I'm sorry, 2024 and 2025 Chevy Traverse. There's no button to turn the headlights on and off. You have to go into the touch screen and turn the automatic on and off that way, and turn the headlights on and off that way if you turn the automatic off. It's, yeah. You need you're going to steal Jim Bob's cousin's girlfriend. We need a third. Okay. Hey, Renegade. How you doing? Thank you for stopping in, buddy. All right. Sounds like Jim Bob's going to get lucky. You're fine, Taco Cat. This new 8. Back to old tech. Also, Ram going to be bringing back the Hemi V8. Nice model for trucks. Now, are they bringing back the original Hemi, or are they bringing back that wannabe Hemi? If they bring back the original Hemi, I'm all in. If they bring back the if they bring back that other one, just a Hemi in name. Oh, I'm sure you can talk him into it, Taco. So, yeah, I'm glad they're getting rid of all the AFM, DFM, all that kind of crap. So, not a new truck, but I'm over now. Yep, I agree, Rail. I love my little Dakota. It does everything, almost everything that I want it to do. The only thing is I want a full size, so I can buy a bigger trailer, which I probably don't need, but you know, yeah, I'm gonna. If I ever buy a bigger trailer, I need a bigger truck. But I was looking at 12 and 14, possibly 16-foot box trailer. I know my truck could pull a 12 and possibly a 14. 16 might be pushing it, depending if I get the high top or just a regular low where I have to, duck. I only got like 5.5 or 6 foot ceilings, and I'm a little over 6 foot. So, brake jobs and maintenance is nothing. Old being 15, 18, new being a 2025. Yeah, my brother's got I think it's a 2025. It's a nice, really super nice truck. I love it. Rides nice, quiet. It's got all the bells and whistles. I just don't like that monthly check you got to write for all those bells and whistles. That's the thing that stops me from wanting to buy it. There's a car company talking about getting rid of the radio in a car. Huh. It wouldn't surprise me if they get rid of regular like AM FM. 90% of the people that use our company cars, they all hook their Bluetooths into them and stream their stuff that way. So, yeah, my old truck's an 05. That's the newest vehicle I've got. So, I would probably upgrade to something, probably 2010, 2012. Still iffy on a diesel or a gas. I don't really need a diesel. Gas would be fine, but 15, basically same than the engine truck, but not underneath. Yeah. And has AMF, yeah. I mean, if they're taken care of and stuff, those active fuel management and stuff like that, they're not bad. But it's when maintenance isn't done and all that kind of stuff is when all that crap gets bad. So. And give away your 03, 286. Kid still drives it. It's like 318 now. Yeah, the early 2000s, the 5.3s and 6 liters. They're beasts. They're bulletproof, man. Especially the cast iron block ones. We've got 8, 9, 8, 10 of the cast iron block 5.3s or 6 liter LSs and Rans and stuff at work, and them things are just, I mean, most of them have 120 to 180,000 miles on them, but that's all local, start stop mileage. Most of those vans probably only had 60,000 on them when we bought them off lease, because we'd lease them first, use them for over the road vehicles, and then put them into our maintenance staff fleet. And yeah, hey, Derek, hey, thank you for coming in. But yeah, most of that, the 100,000 miles is all, start, stop, sit, idle, all that kind of stuff. And, yeah. 07 has 102,000 bought in 07, yeah. But yeah, I've got a 99 Chevy out there in the driveway. It's got the 5.3 LS in it, and it's got like close to 200,000 miles on it. The body and frame are toast on it, but the motor, transmission, transfer case, because it's 4-wheel drive, it's a ZR1 model. All that, it's still all solid. It was my daily driver. Just the frame and stuff got too bad, and the hitch and stuff, where the hitch mounts and stuff got too bad to tow a trailer anymore with it. So, I got my little Dakota, which I was kind of iffy about whether it would be good enough to pull, like a 12-foot trailer, 2 tractors on it, but it actually pulls. I've got a 5x10, 5x10, 6x10, something like that, little single axle trailer that I usually just pull 1 tractor on. And I borrowed my brother's big 12-foot, and I put 2 tractors on it, and it actually pulls the 2 tractors better than it does this one. Trying to flip chicken on the grill, the beer and tongs in one hand, and a phone in the other. Not working out well. No, not unless you got a third hand there. Yeah, the 2020s are probably better built than the 25s, but our 2025 at work, I just bought the Rough Country 2-inch leveling springs, because we put that big that 11-foot Blizzard plow on the front, and I don't have a convertible Mazda Miata. Not me. I'd have to take the driver's seat out and sit in the back seat of a Mazda. And things are small. But yeah, I bought the 2-inch leveling springs because, like I said, we put that 11-foot Blizzard snowplow on it, and when you lift it up, it drops about 4 inches. So if I did, it'd have to be red. Yeah, red Mazda Miata for Ed. Yeah. Not working out. 2020 was a good year. Yeah. I promise, John, I do not have a Mazda Miata. I don't have any kind of car. I've got my old 95 Ram, Dodge Ram. I got my 96 Dodge Ram, which is just about rusted in half. I got my 99 Chevy Silverado extended cab 4x4 ZR1, which is just about a pile of rust now. I got my 05 Dodge Dakota. Dakota is the only one that's road ready right now. There you go. 21 Toyota Tacoma. Those are nice ones. Messenger. Oh, Jim Bob's on Messenger. Yeah, that's for men with vaginas. Yeah. Speaking about that, how's the pink trim coming in the shop, John? Quick wrench, that Chevy. Basically, it would have to have a frame up restoration. Start with a brand new frame and work my way up with all brand new panels. The bedsides are just held on with hopes and dreams. The rockers are gone. The floorboards are about gone. Front fenders are halfway eaten out to the arches. Crack in the windshield. Back doors don't open because it's got the swing out back doors, second doors. And hey, who's the knitter? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Pink Miata. There you go, John. You bet you chased him down, didn't you? Yeah. Quick story on that truck. A friend of mine, actually a friend of mine, his wife was driving it. Brake line blew. She was in the Taco Bell drive-thru and it had a concrete wall around the back edge where you turn. The brake line blew. She tagged the corner of the wall because she couldn't stop, couldn't turn, or didn't turn, I guess, whatever you want to call it. They limped it back to the house. They got the brake line patched. The brake lines never got bled completely right. She refused to drive it, so they went and bought her something else. He was going to take the thing to the scrapyard. My buddy's like, "Don't take that thing to the scrapyard. Sit out here in the front yard, put $1,500 on it. Somebody will buy that thing in a heartbeat." Nope. He goes, that thing's just worth scrap. Ain't nobody going to pay more than $400 or $500 for it. Whatever. So my buddy's like, "Hey, I'll give you $500 for it then. I'll give you scrap price for it." So they agreed on it. A couple days later, I went down to my buddy's house, and both of them were sitting there hanging out. We're gonna barbecue and stuff. And my buddy threw me a set of keys. I held them in my hand and said, "Okay, what the hell is this?" He goes, "Well, that's your new truck." He goes, "I'm tired of seeing you drive that 86 around, that Ram." He said, "Here's a Chevy extended cab, 4-wheel drive." He goes, "Drive it till the wheels come off of it." So his neighbor, buddy, looks at him and said, "Well," he goes, "You're going to give him that truck?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, hell," he said, "if you're going to give it to him, I'll give it to him." He said, "I'll just sign the title over to him." He said, "Only thing is," he said, "within a year or so, when you decide the thing's scrap and you're going to send it to the scrapyard, you give me the money for it." I said, "Absolutely." My buddy about fell out of his chair laughing. He said, "You don't know him like I know him." He said, "He will drive that thing until there is a bucket seat and a steering wheel." He said, "Look at this Dodge, you know." He said, he goes, he'll keep patching that damn thing back together until there ain't nothing left. And so yeah, that's how I got that truck. And then I think I drove it for like 5 years. And the guy's finally like, "You still driving that old piece of shit?" I'm like, "Yep." And he's like, I said, "I'm gonna drive it until I get something different, or it won't go no more." And he said, "Well, you don't owe me nothing for it." He said, "You paid your dues." He said, "When that thing finally dies," he said, "just scrap it." He said, "Keep the freaking money." So that's how I got that truck. Don't have much left to it. Well, I did the brake lines a couple times on mine, a couple fuel pumps. Right now, it's got a bad fuel line on it, and I just don't. I don't want to mess with any fuel lines. Seems like every time I touch a line on that thing, it just breaks someplace else. It just needs a whole new fuel line from the tank to the injectors, and I just really don't want to do it. Matter of fact, my mom's Trailblazer developed a fuel line leak, and the last time I was under it, it was pretty rusty. And my brother ended up taking it to a mechanic to have it done, just because I don't want to get into it's going to end up having to have the whole fuel line replaced. I just know it. So, till the wheels fall off, put them back on, and keep driving. Yep, yep. About the only thing that stopped me from driving a vehicle is when it rusts in half. Matter of fact, the last time I had tires put on that Chevy, the tire shop was joking that they wouldn't even put it up on their lifts because they're afraid it'd fall, rust, the frame would break and fall off. So they just used jacks. Rocking still, yep. Yeah, I'm gonna have my one friend come over this spring, help me get that fuel line patched back together, and I'll get it registered again. I didn't buy a sticker for it this year, just because of that fuel line. I knew it wasn't gonna drive it over the winter, but I'll get that repaired, and then I'll probably just put it up for sale. Put $500 on it, $800 on it. Like I said, it's still got a really good. It don't use oil. It leaks a little bit, but it don't burn oil. Good motor, good solid transmission. Matter of fact, the guy that gave it to me, it's got a Jasper's transmission in it because he had it put in the shop when they owned it. It's probably got less than 50,000 miles on it, 60,000 miles on it, on that transmission, because it was done like a year or so before I got the truck. Yeah, yep, it's funny. For about 4 or 5 years with flip film. Yeah, I have intended to have my my Dakota oil sprayed. I just didn't get to it last summer. I'm hoping to get to it this summer and have it done, just to save it because I got at least 2 more years of payments on my shed before I can even think about buying another vehicle. So, hey, Roadrunner. Yeah, in my 50 some years on this planet, however many years it's been since I've been driving, I've only bought one brand new vehicle. That was a 91 Ford Ranger, a little 4-cylinder. And yes, I know the only reason I bought a Ford is because Chevy wouldn't deal with me for what I got, price wise and stuff. The Ford was a better deal. So, and they would give me a payment that I could afford. That was back when I was like 19, 20, something like that, 21. So that is the only brand new vehicle I've ever bought. Everything else has been used, well used. Matter of fact, the 05 I think is about the newest vehicle that I've ever bought, from when it was made to present day. So not uncommon at all for me. Most common older vehicles not lift. There are GM Canyons and Colorados. Yep. Matter of fact, I just had a was it 2007 Chevy or a Ford Super Duty 2500 gas motor, not the diesel. I absolutely hate putting that thing on a rack. The way that frame is designed, you have to have it positioned on the rack exactly right to get the arms under it and be able to lift it up safely. Older models, mid 2000s. T100, yeah, 3 for me. A 2010 Ford single cab, hated it, so traded in on a 2010 Ram quad cab 4x4, then traded it in on a 2013 Ram crew cab 4x4. Yeah, I would like to have a what is it? Probably a early, let's see, early 2000s. I think they are the Dodge Ram mega cabs, dualies. I just think them things look so mean. So the Tacomas are very bad. Also, truck life was like, yep, yeah. I just had that Ford on our rack. It had a universal joint go out in the front axle on the passenger side, and so I had to replace it. And while I was in there, I did the brakes, rotors, steering, stabilizer, shock, oil change, greased the whole front end, and found a bad tie rod end, and started looking at it to replace that. And I said, negatory. I'm just, because I had to go to the alignment shop anyways, because I had the wheel hub off and stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna let the alignment shop put it on. They won't charge me very much to do it. So yeah. This truck, it's just a plow truck with a salt spreader on the back, stainless steel, like it's got a flat metal flatbed on it with a stainless steel hopper salt spreader on it. So when a month, that thing's gonna sit for 6 months or more until we get snow. It's actually a dump bed style salt spreader. We bought it because they thought they wanted a 1-ton dump, and I'm like, no, we're not buying a 1-ton dump because I'm not going to blow my budget on a 4-wheel drive 1-ton dump to be able to put a snowplow on, and I refuse to buy a 1-ton dump. It's just going to sit there because we got a 2-ton dump. It's the Isuzu that just sits there most of the time, anyways. Besides in the winter when it spreads salt, and the fall when it picks up leaves. So I'm not gonna spend the money on a 1-ton dump that, our little Isuzu dump will do the exact same thing, and it's got a better turning radius and higher hauling capacity. What was used when you bought it? Yep. But so yeah, if they want to spend their budget money out of their department to buy a specific vehicle, they're more than welcome to. But I'm not going to spend my vehicle replacement money on a vehicle that, is just going to sit there and do nothing, 9 months out of the year. So on the square body, I'm going to put a 5.7 old Tacoma engine in it. Yeah, there you can swap anything you want with anything. Don't matter to me. So, but yeah, anyways, I'm just rambling now. I'm off contract. Hey, where's Daryl at? Daryl never came in. Did he ever message me back? He never even messaged me back. Oh, heck. And we're going to have to get on him. Y'all, next week, if he's here, y'all get on him about being on the shitter for the whole live stream. Old 5.3 is better than that Japan motor. Old Hemi is better than, what isn't better? Yeah. Hey, Adam, how you doing? Adam, come in. Hey, Adam, how you doing, buddy? So And Adam, on that the drive shaft coupler thing, I don't know if you read my comment back to you about putting the lock collar on that has the set screw in it. I've done that once or twice. The bad part about that is if you put the lock collar on there that has the set screw, if you need to put a little more pressure on your clutch or take a little pressure off, that divot, you can't. You have to drill a new divot. It's easier just to put two lock collar, double lock collar on it. I've never had one slip. And like I said, the nice thing is at the pulls and stuff, you can make adjustments on them on the clutch pressure. If your clutch is slipping a little bit, you can add a little more pressure to that spring, or if it's too hard to push in and not disengaging, you can take a little pressure off. So that's the only reason I don't use the lock collars that have the set screw on them. So, but yeah, that's the whole reason we use them double split. Now I have had the single split lock collars that just have the one slot and a one screw. I have had them want to move, but when I use the doubles that have the two piece ones, those things I've never even had one that wanted to move on me. Toyota 5.7 will outlast two Hemi engines. Square body. What year are you talking? I'm assuming 78 to 89 ish. Put in a diesel in a Tacoma under the and name by Toyota emissions law. That'll be fantastic. Yeah. Hi, Miss Carol. How you doing, dear? Well, I appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. I understand. You're a busy, busy lady. So, no, Hemi, yes, might outlast, but either will outlast your young ass. Yeah. I think I want to be different. I think get an old square body and throw an old International Harvester engine in it. Diesel. 60-mile-an-hour torque or 60-mile-an-hour tops, but we'll rip trees out of the ground with it. Creeper gear. I drove a Ford. A friend of mine had a Ford that had the old International, I think 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, whatever it was, in it, and that thing would actually bump start itself in creeper gear because it didn't have the safety on the clutch. You put it in creeper gear and hit that starter, and it would lurch forward. About 3, it'd fire right up. Hit ground running again. But we will see. Well, I hope it all works out for you, Miss Carol. I really do. You deserve it. But yeah, that was actually a nice Ford. I forget what year it was. I think it was in the 80s. That was really a nice Ford. That thing, it was full. No, it wasn't four-wheel drive. It was two-wheel drive, 3/4 ton, set up like a four-wheel drive. And it was a stick shift. And that thing, I drove it for about 2 weeks. He just wanted it driven. So I drove it back and forth to work and drove it around and here and there and stuff like that. and it's in the middle of winter. So I drove it nice on nice days, and he just didn't have time to do it. He was out of town, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'll drive it around. It will be 3 months since I've been daily driving my 87 years since frame up, rebuild, keep down time minimal, 50,000 miles in 3 years. Yeah. Yeah. That's some decent mileage in 3 years. 460 granny 4-speed. Yeah, that would definitely pull some stumps out too. Perkins engines and Chevrolets. Yeah, Perkins. I mean, a lot of people underestimate the Perkins. Perkins are really nice engines. I know a guy that has an old. I can't remember what model tractor it is. It's got an old Perkins in it. He used it for antique tractor pulls, and that thing makes a oomph amount of power. And the only cooling system on it's a cooling fan. There's no water, so it's turbocharged. He put a big turbocharger on it and everything else, and yeah, he does really good with it. I'm just a fan of the internationals. So better put an international motor in a Chevy truck, we'd have something. Years. Heat pump V12 swap, but couldn't justify it, so sold the 24 valve. I agree. If the 460 is getting the job done, there ain't much that sounds better than an old big block, whether it's Ford or Chevy. Yeah, I think the one that he had was the 392. Uh, 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 it was an inline motor. I know that, and it did. Matter of fact, it didn't even need the glow plugs. I went out a couple of days, and it was in the teens. And he told me, "Oh, the glow plugs don't work, but don't worry about it." I'm like, "Well, how the heck am I gonna get the thing started?" He said, "Oh, it'll fire up," and I did. Had block heater plugged in, of course, but yep, went out and smacked the key, and she turned over a little slow, but about 3 or 4 revolutions, and I'm sure my neighbors love me. 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm out there starting that thing up, and it's just sounds like it's rattling to come apart. But but yeah, like I said, but that thing, you could get 70 mile an hour out of it, but she was screaming and not real happy about it. But 55, 65, that was its happy place, and just cruise right down the road in it. Well, I hope you end up in a good place, Jamie. That's all I can say. Hope you all end up in a good place. Heck, I hope I end up in a good place. We can only take it one day at a time, though. So just keep a smile. So yeah, we're getting close to our hour. So, yeah, I think it's supposed to be nice again this week here. So I'm hoping to get a lot more done on the 582 this week. America. definitely America. So, but you know, just it's rough getting out in the shop after being at work at 4:30 in the morning, working all day, doing the snow and everything else, and then try to come home and work in a cold shop here. Uh, by the time I turn the heaters on and wait about a half hour, 45 minutes for it to get warm enough out there, I'm usually done. So I'm getting old. Pick up a 78 instead of Tampa. That should be a nice truck. I think if I ever go to buy another truck, or when I go to buy another truck, I'm gonna try to go south, get out of the snow belt area up here, see if I can't find something down there. The crappy place for most is usually my comfort place. Yeah. I would love to build a nice big shop, about 10,000 square foot, to where I could work on full size vehicles, cars, trucks, vans, garden tractors, all that kind of stuff. I just don't have the capital to build something like that. Uh, you know, uh, I'd like to build a custom toter for my pulling tractors and stuff like that. I just don't have the place to get it inside to do it, and I don't have the funding to do it. So one of these days, when I get rich and famous off of YouTube, we'll start building stuff like that. But 16 has 12 now. Oh, that's awesome. That's kind of like the giveaway tractor I'm doing. I'm building Raphael, and the pulling club that I pull with is going to raffle it off to support them, to hopefully make make the club better, do some upgrades. Maybe a new sound system, maybe some lighting, track equipment, stuff like that. Whatever they can get out of it. I don't want to go anything quite that big. I'm thinking more of a, like a 1-ton truck with a probably a 18 or 24-foot enclosed trailer with a kind of a toter the toter home trailer. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just play the lottery. Yeah. I've played the lottery in the past, and all I do is donate money. I am YouTube famous. Is that why I haven't got a check from him in a couple months? I picked up the new engine last summer, spotted on a business trip, and then just yanked it back to the shop. Awesome. Yeah, I've got an old, I want to say it's like a 102 or something like that, little 10-horse cub sitting down in the shed. I was going to use the frame for a V-twin build, but I like doing this Raphael tractor so much. I'm actually thinking about I'm actually thinking about building a kids class tractor out of that 10-horse and doing a giveaway on my channel for it with it. But that'll be after Raphael's done. That'll be after my motors are done. So it'll probably be a year or so, at least till I get started on it. Because like I said, I got to finish Raphael for this year. And then I got to finish my 2 engines, my big V-twin and my modified V-twin, and get those ones done, get them in tractors and get them pulling. So, all right. Anyways, it's been an hour. Love y'all. Appreciate everybody stopping in and saying hi. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button before and last one out, please turn off the lights. So we'll catch you all next week. Have a good one.